Welcome to San Blas, a group of 365 remote islands off the coast of Panama, miles away from civilization and governed by the indigenous people of the Guna Yala tribe. These islands are mostly untouched, offering pristine white sand beaches and crystal waters. There is only a few ways to reach this paradise, but the best way is by sailboat. We begin back in Panama City.
It is super early right now and we are about to be picked up to go to the San Blas Islands. I'm so excited for this. These tropical islands are waiting us.
I'm so tired, but we're going to paradise.
So the thing about these islands is it's actually like a 3-4 hour journey, and it's actually in a semi-autonomous region of Panama. So we're kind of exiting Panama, but not really. It's just governed differently.
We began our 3-hour journey, arrived at the checkpoint to Guna Yala, where we paid the entry fee and entered into the province.
We've just arrived at the port where we're going to the San Blas Islands. I'm so excited for this. We're actually with another couple and we're going to be going to a bigger boat where we're going to be sailing around. So we have just arrived on our sailboat and we've just set off for a journey around the San Blas Islands.
We have never been sailing before, and I think you can tell because I'm feeling a little bit shaky right now. This is going to be a new experience. Hopefully it goes well.
So the islands in the distance just over there, you probably can't quite see them. They are the islands we are heading to. We have just got our lunch served up. This is Boris, also our captain for the next couple of days.
Nice to meet you.
Look at this, I am so hungry. This looks amazing, it smells even better.
It smells so good.
Thank you. We have just reached our first island and this is absolutely pristine. Look at this place, untouched paradise here in San Blas. There is no other tourist here, a couple of other sailboats. But one of the big things about San Blas is there's only really 2 ways of coming to these islands. The first one is obviously sailing around them like we are, and that is the best way to see these islands. But the other way is to go on a little boat tour and stay in the little huts. We have just arrived at island number 2. Look at this thing. Honestly, this water is like the Gatorade water you see in the Philippines. It is that blue.
We have just stepped onto island number 2, and I actually think this one is even more beautiful. And I think it's just one family that lives on this entire island.
As I said before, this area is like all self-governing, and it's the Kuna people who live here. Apparently, if you actually marry one of the Kuna people, you can buy one of the islands around here for $10,000, which I think is actually not too expensive for a crazy, beautiful island like this. But don't worry, I don't have any ideas.
Please don't marry a Kuna woman.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun.
Looking back at the island, and it's so tropical.
All the good times just begun.
Now, when people think of Panama, they might think of the Panama Canal, maybe Prison Break from that series, but this is Panama, and it's just gorgeous, isn't it? Right guys, we have been sailing for the last hour. We've just come up to the spot where we're going to watch sunset and actually sleep the night on this boat. We had a really chilled sunset and just relaxed around the boat, just having little chats and stuff, and now we are about to have dinner.
We also had some showers off the back of the boat, which was very fun, very refreshing.
And Boris actually bought a fresh fish, so that's what we got for dinner, and I'm very much looking forward to it. Look at that!
That is amazing. Boris is a bit of a chef.
As you can tell, we are in bed now and we're going to bed because we got up at 4 AM and we are very tired. So we will see you bright and early, probably for a sunrise over the sea. See you in the morning. Good morning guys, look at where we woke up this morning, surrounded by blue water. Some other sailboats around us, pretty nice. How did you sleep?
Not the best. I was a little bit warm, a little bit hot in the night. I'm not super used to sleeping on a boat yet, but we did wake up early for not really sunrise, but it's very beautiful out here and it's like 7 a.m.
It just feels so special waking up on these islands because they are just so untouched. Like there's no hotels here, just some sailing boats and maybe some people living on some of the islands. Right then, this morning I want to give you a little tour around this beautiful sailing boat before we go and explore some of the islands today.
So this is the main deck area where we can like chill out whilst Boris is sailing. He does a lot with these ropes and sails and things, and I don't really understand it to be honest, but that's where all this happens.
I don't think you could have chosen two less competent sailors because we have no idea how it works. Something with the sails and the wind, don't really know. It's actually quite nice like chilling around here because you can just like lay in the sun when we're sailing, and they've actually got a paddleboard on board which is pretty nice. And the reason there's an Argentinian flag on board is because Boris is actually from Argentina and he actually sailed to the San Blas Islands all the way from Argentina over a period of about a year. And then through here we have our crew members, Captain Boris over there, and this is like where we eat dinner and stuff. This is where Boris actually drives the boat. 2 steering wheels. Apparently there used to be one big one, but obviously it kind of gets in the way even though it looks really aesthetic, so he kind of put 2 in. And then at the back we actually have a hammock, which I was chilling in earlier, but it's kind of uncomfortable like that. I think it's supposed to go across the back. And this is where we can jump on to the little boat to go to some of the islands, or just jump in the sea whenever we want. And then down here, we have like the kitchen and living area. So as you can see, this is where Boris does all the kitchen. And one of my favorite things is you can just wobble this oven so that when we're sailing, the oven doesn't break or anything. Also, little peeky hole for Emilia. Have some cake. And again, this looks like the control panel, so I think they have like the GPS system and stuff all over around here and all the technical sailing stuff which we really don't have any clue about. Then in here obviously we've got a toilet, and because we're in the ocean you don't have a proper flush system, so you actually have to pump this. If you remember when we stayed in the houseboat, it's very similar to that, same kind of situation. Then this is our cozy little room. Few cupboards in here, but to be fair, you know us, we just dump our stuff because we are so done with living out of hotel rooms every 3 days. Right, we're gonna go for a little snorkel now, hopefully see some sharkies, eh?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Sharks, manta rays.
Manta rays, whale sharks, humpback whales, killer whales, all of the stuff.
Polar bears.
Polar bears? Wow. We were obviously joking about some of those animals, but we're going to go in and there is a big possibility we can see some nurse sharks, but just to remind you, the nurse sharks aren't dangerous, they're like the safer ones. But they do get a little bit curious sometimes, but let's go in.
Hey.
Oh, there's a shark.
In you go. After that snorkeling, we have just arrived on this beautiful island. Now, we didn't actually see any nurse sharks. We did see that stingray, which was absolutely beautiful. But Paolo over here actually did, and it came within 1 meter of us. And I'll put the footage on because it sounds pretty crazy. The island we've just landed on looks absolutely paradise. Look at this thing. It looks like we've got a massive infinity pool here. Not bad, is it?
Not bad. I'm so shaky though because the current is so strong out there, like nothing I've ever experienced. You get in and immediately you're just pulled.
It's like a water slide.
Yeah, it's literally like a water slide. So I was like swimming against it and now I'm like shaking because I'm not strong, very not strong. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm just chilling on this hammock. Well, I'm not really chilling. I'm aggressively shaking it.
Your sunglasses match the hammock.
I know.
Very
I
black.
actually picked these sunglasses up in Panama City for $2. Not too bad. Right then guys, we're going to the next island over, literally like a 2-minute boat ride to go have some lunch because honestly I'm starving from all the activities this morning. Get on the little rubber dinghy.
It's lunchtime.
Oh yeah. This is not a bad place to eat some lunch, is it?
The sand is so soft. I can't believe we're just in the middle of nowhere.
I know, we are so far from anything. and there's just this beautiful little restaurant.
Got some fresh ceviche here and a fresh coconut to start off our lunch.
Oh guys, that food was unbelievable. That fish is probably some of the best fish I have ever eaten.
The guy who owns this restaurant apparently used to work in Bora Bora as a chef, and so he makes these like 3-course meals, and we had a proper, what's it called? Flare? I don't know what.
Some really nice dessert.
A really nice dessert that he made fresh here, and the fish and the starter was just incredible.
This water just looks ridiculous. Look at it.
Wow.
It literally blows my mind that this is just an untouched paradise. If this was the Maldives or whatever, there'd be so many people here. Look at Emilia just chilling on a little hammock. We have just set sail, leaving that beautiful paradise island we were just on, and we are heading to apparently Boris's favourite island in all of San Blas. Well, that he's visited, so somehow might be even better. We are just approaching the next island. This is probably going to be our last island which we kind of visit, and it is kind of sunset time, so we're probably not really going to have time to show you properly, but this is where we're sleeping tonight as well. Our last night on this beautiful sailing boat, the Martini.
The Martini. I don't want to leave.
I think we just realised that San Blas is such a unique location because they don't have the big hotels, and it's the indigenous people kind of run this whole area. It is just empty, it's just so peaceful, and it is so naturally perfect.
This is probably the most relaxed I've felt in so long. Like I feel so chilled out.
Same.
Feeling the waves. Feeling the waves.
And we've also been disconnected for like the last 2 days, which I feel like has helped a lot just to chill out. Hey buddy. Oh! Oh, what a good boy.
Come on.
We've just reached this island, and that is actually Boris's dog, who came with him all the way from Uruguay, which is crazy on that sailing adventure. And obviously it's quite dark here now, and I think we're gonna have dinner here, but there are quite a few mosquitoes, so I don't want to get eaten alive. Yeah, there's one I just killed. Hello, Duca.
Acá tengo.
So on this island, there is actually a pizzeria, and they came through the jungle and delivered us this pizza. How crazy is that?
And they come in proper pizza boxes like you would at home. It's like Uber Eats in the jungle islands.
But there's only a couple of restaurants in the whole of San Blas, and this is one of them. And honestly, the pizza is incredible.
It's so good.
We are just walking through the jungle to the pizzeria because apparently it's a really cool pizza restaurant.
This is so cool. It's literally just a little hut in the middle of this jungle island. We've got all the pizza options here.
Here we go. This is on the menu. We've got cheese, pepperoni, ham, chicken, fish, vegetarian, calzone, ceviche.
Ceviche pizza.
This is the most random pizza restaurant I've ever seen. What a beautiful day, guys. We are on top of the boat right now, looking up at the stars because we've got a clear sky tonight, and it is just beautiful out here. So peaceful, surrounded by other sailing boats. I think tonight we're going to try and sleep under the stars on top of the boat and just take it in and enjoy our last moments here in San Blas. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. We loved being here, experiencing this beautiful part of Panama. And also, if you want to do this exact sailing tour, then you can with Nomad Sailors. And Boris is actually going to be traveling all around the world and letting people join him on his journey. So if you want to do that, I'll leave that link to their website or their Instagram down below. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Do not forget to subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.